On January the 21st, 2015, Dr. Vahe Tachjian, an up-and-coming young historian and the project director and chief editor of Hushamadian Association, which is a Berlin-based not-for-profit organization, presented a lecture at the Siegel Theater of the Graduate Center of City University, New York. The topic of the lecture was Building the Model Ottoman Citizen, Life and Death in the Region of Harpert, Mahmud al-Aziz, 1908-1950. The over 1 hour lecture discussion was introduced and moderated by Dr. Ervant Abrahamian, professor of history at the Graduate Center. Using a microhistory perspective, Vahe Tachjian presented an in-depth analysis of Armenian daily life in the Harpert region from 1908 to 1915. It was in 1908 that the Young Turk Revolution took place, and there was an overall feeling, including among Armenians, that better days are yet to come. Vahe Tachjian focused on two individuals. Their names were Hovannes Büyükhanyan, 1873 to 1915, and Donabed Lülecan, 1875 to 1917. The two were referred as luminaries of Harpert. They were high-ranking authorities on the local level, involved in the College of Harpert that was established by American Protestant missionaries. These two defended the constitution of the Young Turks regime in 1908. The lecture was also based on Armenian primary sources. These were letters of correspondence, which Tachjian admired for their linguistic richness and for their rich ideas. Both Hovannes Büyükhanyan and Donabed Lülecan were two exceptional intellectuals who served in a very important center of Armenian education, Harpert, also referred as a center of enlightenment in the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. Professor Vahe Tachjian stressed that these two Armenian intellectuals believed in liberal thought, they supported law and order, and supported democratic institutions. They believed in the strengthening of the role of the church within the Armenian society. What made the lecture in the evening more powerful were the very special rare photographs that Professor Vahe Tachjian shared with the audience. Most of these photographs are from private collections made available to Hushamadian Association. There was also the question and answer session that was full of very interesting, informative questions and responses about Turkish-Armenian relationship in general, the rights of Armenians in Ottoman Turkey around 1908, and one individual capturing the essence of the evening had the following to say.
Well, I'm in the MA Middle Eastern Studies department here at the GC. So these sorts of events, including this one, tend to be advertised to us. And I also work with Professor Abrahamian per se. I think just getting this very particular historical narrative that was very rich with detail was the highlight. Because often, especially when you're dealing with this distant past, people tend to speak in generalities more than in specificity. So that was interesting to get some specificity.
The evening was sponsored by Middle Eastern and Middle Eastern American Center, MEMEAC. It was also co-sponsored by the Hagop Kevorkian Center for Near Eastern Studies at New York University, with special thanks to Dr. Ani Bakalian for organizing the event.
Thank you for that fascinating talk on the complexity and the changing attitudes.
Intellectuals in the Harpert Orchestra. how